Did you know that you may be able to file a civil lawsuit if you're the victim of a violent crime at a gas station? And the same is true if your loved one is killed as a result of a violent criminal attack at a gas station. In other words, if you or a loved one has been attacked at a gas station, you may be entitled to compensation through a negligent security lawsuit. And that's what this video is all about. Our law firm represents people who have been injured or killed in shootings, stabbings, assaults, or other acts of violence at gas stations, convenience stores, and other businesses. Unfortunately, these types of incidents are far too common. Gas stations have always been a prime target for criminals, especially late at night. This unfortunate reality leads to thousands of Americans falling victim to violent crimes at gas stations every year. And many of these incidents could have been prevented if gas station owners took reasonable steps to implement security measures and deter criminal activity. Negligent security is a type of premises liability claim. A premises liability claim essentially involves a landowner or business that didn't take reasonable steps to remedy or fix hazardous conditions. For example, the most common premises liability claim is probably a slip and fall accident claim. Now, when a person slips and falls in a gas station and suffers injuries because a gas station owner or employee didn't take reasonable steps to reduce the risk of harm, that can form the basis of a slip and fall claim, which is a common type of premises liability claim. A negligent security claim is also a type of premises liability claim that typically involves a violent attack or a criminal attack. The assertion in a negligent security claim is the same. The gas station owner or property owner didn't take reasonable steps to reduce the risk of harm to gas station patrons. However, the focus of a negligent security lawsuit is on the type of harm. When we're talking about a negligent security case involving a crime at a gas station, we're generally talking about someone being the victim of a violent crime. For example, the typical gas station negligent security case will involve a shooting, a stabbing, or a sexual assault that causes serious injuries or death. So when is a gas station liable for a violent criminal attack on the property? The key point in a viable negligent security case is that the gas station owner or property owner failed to take reasonable measures to deter foreseeable crime. Let's talk more about what constitutes a reasonable measure and when a crime is foreseeable. Now, the exact type of safety measures or precautions that would be considered reasonable under the circumstances may vary, depending on the frequency and type of crime in the area. However, there are some basic steps every gas station owner can take to deter foreseeable violent crime on the property. Some of the specific security measures that should be taken may include installing and maintaining security cameras, ensuring adequate lighting in the parking lot and at the fueling stations, and hiring security personnel to keep an eye on things, especially during late night hours. So when is a criminal act foreseeable? A gas station owner can't just play dumb and avoid liability by acting like criminal acts were not foreseeable on the gas station's premises. Gas station owners need to take reasonable steps to understand the crime statistics in the areas where they do business. For example, they should request crime data from the authorities periodically to ensure that proper safety measures are in place. Now, this is not a difficult step to take. Owners can request this crime data from the police to get up-to-date data on what kind of crime is happening in the area directly around the gas station. Once the gas station owner or property owner understands the criminal activity in the area, that owner should enact reasonable safety measures according to the crime data to ensure the safety of gas station patrons. So, most people understand that criminal punishment is a likely result of a violent crime at a gas station. In other words, the police are probably going to go after that criminal that actually attacked the victim. However, the civil system also kicks in to punish wrongdoers. Whereas the criminal system takes away a person's freedoms and rights for committing crimes, the civil system punishes businesses responsible for criminal attacks by taking away money, usually from the insurance policy the business purchased. So, when an injured person sues a business or an entity after a violent criminal attack at a gas station, and that business is found to be at fault, the entity must pay an amount of money that is meant to make that injured person whole again, or at least as much as possible. Now, if punitive damages are involved, then the negligent gas station may have to pay a lot more money. The purpose of punitive damages is to punish the business or make an example out of it so that no other business entities carelessly allow folks to be injured or killed at gas stations. Now, you may be thinking, it's the criminal's fault for the attack, so why sue the gas station? Well, if you think about it, it's not just the criminal's fault. That criminal may have wanted to commit a crime, but why did the criminal choose this particular gas station? What made this gas station so attractive to the criminal? Was it the lack of security cameras or the poor lighting? The point here is that the criminal definitely shouldn't have committed the crime. But they chose to commit the crime because the gas station made that an attractive option by not implementing proper security measures. Then, someone visiting the gas station to pay that gas station money gets seriously injured or killed. To better understand negligent security, think about it this way. When a gas station fails to implement security measures, they're attracting crime to the property. A person passing through town could not possibly know about the danger they're walking into. They're just stopping in to grab something from the quick store and get a little gas. They didn't know the area. Then their life is altered forever in a horrible attack. In so many of these cases, the attack never would have happened if the gas station owner had installed some cameras and made sure the lights were working properly, because the criminal would have kept on driving. So why not sue the criminal? Well, the reality is that the criminal likely has no assets. In other words, most violent criminals don't have any money or property to speak of. Thus, a crime victim could technically pursue civil action against a criminal, but this would not likely be a fruitful activity. The gas station, however, will typically have a commercial insurance policy that has enough coverage to properly compensate the victim for his or her medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering, trauma, and more. These policies are often hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. And although none of us would take that amount of money in return for getting shot, stabbed, or assaulted, the money can at least help a person pay for medical bills and get them through a rough time. So, can a person sue a gas station after being the victim of a violent crime? Well, the answer is yes. Gas stations are usually open late into the night, and some of them are even open 24 hours. In the late hours, when a gas station gets less traffic, there are typically less people working there to keep an eye out for criminal activity. As a result, travelers and other folks who might need gas or supplies late at night can be easily targeted by violent criminals. Violent crime can irreparably change a person's life. The trauma of being attacked can last a lifetime, and serious injuries can leave a person disabled or disfigured. All too often, people are killed in these types of attacks, and this sends shockwaves through a family and causes them pain forever. In addition to all the pain and suffering that comes with a violent attack, there are financial burdens too. Folks that suffer an unexpected criminal attack at a gas station will need medical treatment for their injuries or gunshot wounds or stab wounds, and these people can be saddled with hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills in the weeks after an attack. That's where we step in. We help people get the justice they deserve after being attacked or shot at a gas station that did not take the necessary steps to deter criminal attacks. We also help families get justice for their loved ones who were killed in a gas station shooting or stabbing. Whether you're pursuing a negligent security lawsuit or a wrongful death lawsuit, we're here to make sure your voice is heard. So what about Florida's gas station security laws? Well, Florida, like many other states, has laws in place to protect people that visit a gas station or a convenience store. The specific law is sometimes called the Convenience Store Statute. The Convenience Store Statute requires gas stations that stay open in the hours between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. and have experienced recent crime to take extra measures to deter foreseeable violent crimes on the property. The statute requires all gas stations and convenience stores, regardless of the hours of operation, to have some basic security measures. Specifically, they need to have security cameras capable of recording video. They need to have a drop safe or cash management device. They need to have adequate lighting in the parking lot. They need to have some sort of notice up that notifies visitors that the cash register only has $50 or less. They need to have an unobstructed view of the cash register from outside the building. They need to have height markers at the entrance of the gas station or convenience store to help identify criminals by their height. And they need to have cash management policies. In addition to the security measures above, the convenience store statute requires that every gas station or convenience store be equipped with a silent alarm. By implementing these basic security measures, a gas station can keep people from getting hurt or killed. And in those areas where crime is especially high, gas stations may need to implement stronger security measures to protect patrons and guests. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions at all about negligent security cases, please do not hesitate to call our office. We're happy to give you a free legal consultation and talk with you more about what happened. All you have to do to schedule a free consultation is call us at the number below in the video description. Or you can look us up at www.spetsasbuist.com. That's SPETSASBUIST.com. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.